World War I was more than just a chapter in history books. It was a turning point that forever altered the course of humanity. The world witnessed unprecedented destruction and suffering. Yet, amidst the chaos, incredible stories emerged, captured in rare photographs that document the era. These images bring to life a time we must never forget. Now, let's explore these astonishing photos from the past together. A terrier shows off its catch after a 15-minute rat hunt in French trenches during World War I. September 1916. Mutt, a French bulldog and member of the U.S. 11th Engineers in World War I, delivered cigarettes throughout the front lines, 1918. They buried him among the kings because he had done good toward God and toward his house. The coffin of the unknown warrior before his internment in Westminster Abbey, a memorial to all British and Commonwealth troops killed during World War I, with no known grave. The 11th of November, 1920. In 1932, Australia conducted a military operation known as the Great Emu War, aimed at killing the emus occupying the farmlands of World War I veterans. The operation was a fiasco, and today it is remembered with amusement that the emus won the war. Experimental camouflage for U.S. soldiers during World War I, 1917. Kaiser Wilhelm Snowman with a knife stabbed into it during World War I. Udine, Italy, 1916. A German Jewish World War I veteran wears his Iron Cross, while a Nazi soldier stands in front of his shop for intimidation. 1933. Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife minutes before the assassination that would lead to World War I, 1914. Catholic, Muslim, and Jewish military chaplains in the Austro-Hungarian Army, circa 1916, World War I. Austrian mountain troops climbing over a mountain pass to surprise an Italian detachment. World War I, 1915. French trench raiders in World War I were elite soldiers who conducted night raids to gather intelligence and disrupt enemy lines using stealth and close combat weapons. Bosnian Muslim soldiers of the Austro-Hungarian Army wearing their traditional fez. Somewhere on the Italian front, World War I, 1917. Austro-Hungarian troops together with some citizens marching out of Jerusalem, World War I, 1916. Some of the 100,000 Chinese laborers who joined British war efforts in Europe during World War I, digging trenches, building docks, laying tracks, unloading ships, and repairing tanks. 1916. An old woman complaining, and looks like begging for something, to Austro-Hungarian Emperor Charles I during his visit to a small town of Laban in Istria, now Croatia. 1918. Bela Lugosi, as a young lieutenant in the Austro-Hungarian Army in World War I, served on the Russian front, later became a famous actor in the role of Dracula and other horror films. 1916. Austro-Hungarian Grenadiers, World War I, 1917–18, location unknown. World War I, UK and Indian troops having lunch on the Western Front, 1915. World War I, Caribbean men serving in the British Navy, 1917. 4 Austro-Hungarian battleships, 2 dreadnoughts and 2 pre-dreadnought types, steaming in formation somewhere in the Adriatic World War I, circa 1917-1918. Testing a tank prototype just before America joins World War I. Two British warships, probably a battlecruiser and a cruiser, and 2 Austro-Hungarian dreadnought battleships in the foreground, Tegetov class, anchored together at Smyrna Harbor, now Izmir, Turkey, April 1914, only 3 months before World War I. Russian soldier posing with a captured Imperial Austrian battle flag, 1915. Impact crater of a German officer who jumped from a Zeppelin over Essex in World War I. A wounded U.S. serviceman enjoys Thanksgiving, courtesy of the Red Cross, in the American Military Hospital No. 1 at Neuilly, after the end of World War I on November 28, 1918. Rows of artillery shells at the National Filling Factory in Chilwell, during World War I, 1917. Walt Disney as a Red Cross ambulance driver in France after World War I, circa 1919. A German beware of death sign above an unexploded shell stuck in a tree, circa 1914. Black soldier serving in the German Army, World War I, 1916. World War I photo of German friends in a trench bunker. Photos on the wall, one being a photo of a woman. Exact date unknown. A fake tree used as an observation post during World War I, circa 1917. Ship painted in dazzle camouflage. This kind of camouflage was invented by marine artist Norman Wilkinson to help ships cross the ocean unharassed by submarines in World War I. In protest of World War I, the Irish Citizen Army hung a banner reading, "We serve neither king nor Kaiser but Ireland," outside their headquarters Liberty Hall in Dublin, 1914. Young officers of the Austro-Hungarian Army swearing an oath of allegiance to the flag before being sent to the fronts of World War I, Vienna Military Academy, January 1, 1918. Bulgarian doctors treat a French colonial POW for his wounds during the World War I period. A Canadian soldier tries to comfort a little Belgian baby who was hurt and whose mother was killed by an artillery shell. November 1918. A sniper hides in a fake horse carcass in no man's land, using the disguise to avoid detection and target enemy soldiers across the desolate battlefield. World War I nurse of the Red Cross being taken in a photo, France, 1916. A British soldier tends to the grave of 2 unknown Austro-Hungarian soldiers killed in action in June 1918 during the failed Austro-Hungarian Piave offensive, World War I. A Serbian soldier on his only son's grave, also a soldier. Serbia lost 25% of its population, 1 million killed or died, including 60% of its adult male population in the war. Pyramid of World War I, German helmets in New York, USA, 1919, displayed as a symbol of victory in the aftermath of the war, part of a Liberty loan drive to raise funds for war bonds. World War I. Australian troops feed their mascot kangaroo at the Pyramids, Egypt, during a break from training near the iconic landmarks. Mata Hari, a professional exotic dancer and courtesan who spied for France in World War I. Oldest Austrian soldier of World War I, a 79-year-old Gaspar Wallnefer, veteran of Habsburg campaigns in Italy in 1848 and 1866, September 1917.
Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.